Hey, in this video we will talk about working with the camera's screen space and instantiating objects by clicking on the screen. So, in Unity, I am starting from where I left off in the turning and shooting video, and I have a player object that can fire bullets. So I can turn, pressing left and right, and I can click to shoot. But this could be a fun game. If I have a perspective like I have in the scene view, I could like run away from enemies and stuff. But what I want to try to create is something where you click on the screen, and where you click on the screen is where the projectile is created, and that's the direction it shoots as well. So I'm going to take a look at the player controller script. When I create one of these bullet objects, these projectiles, I am setting the velocity of the rigid body component, and I'm telling it how fast to go and which direction to go. However, what I'd like to do is to be able to click on the screen. And to be able to click on the screen, I need to kind of ask the camera that's actually providing that view where I'm actually clicking in my world. So first I'm going to get a reference to our camera. Camera, I'll just call it cam. So I'll have to fill in this reference in the editor. And then once I have a camera reference, I can do cam dot and see what kind of cool stuff the camera is capable of. One type of thing it can do, if you start typing in screen, there's screen point to ray, screen to viewport point, and screen to world point. And these are really, really handy functions. And then there are the reverse directions, like world to screen point. So screen to world point is really nice because you can give a position on the screen, so in screen coordinates, and it will tell you where that is in world coordinates. And screen point to ray is very similar, except it tells you the position and it tells you the direction to get to that position, or where it would be pointing through space. So that's the ray object here. And screen to viewport point is converting from screen space into viewport space. So two different coordinate systems that still deal with that camera view. So I'm going to be working with screen point to ray right now because it gives me everything that I want. Now the position has to be a screen point. And one place that I can get this is input.mouse position. The mouse position from the input class is going to tell me a screen position of the mouse cursor. And I know when I have pressed fire 1 that this will also pick up left clicking. So when I click my left mouse button, it will ask what position is the mouse at, and it will give me a ray that is at that position in the world and pointing in the direction that will go off in that direction. So let me do ray dot direction. I would also like to use that position just to make it consistent. So I should take this out here, drag it out, and use that position to instantiate my game object. So here we go. Ray.origin. So this is the starting point of the ray, and this is the direction that it will head off in. Looks pretty good. So if I do this and start clicking, I need to fill in that reference. Player does not have the camera reference. Let me grab the main camera, drop it in there. Okay, there we go. So now I'm firing these shots from the camera. You can see that happen. but I kind of want the camera to be attached to the player. So let me drop the camera, child it to the player, so the player is now the parent of the main camera, but they're also offset. So let me zero out the position of the camera. Oops, that's the player. Zero out the position of the camera so that it's inside the player. Now I can click and shoot anywhere that I click on the screen, and when I turn, because I'm turning the player object and the camera is a child of the player, it's also turning the camera. So now I can shoot anywhere there. Let me get this into a bigger view. Cool, looking pretty good. I'll see you in the next video.